Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Gemini, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link or my official Instagram, both listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Gemini, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using 3 decks for your reading today. The first one is going to be from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, and at the end I'm going to read from the book. The second one is going to be from the Old Soul Oracle, which was made by Steph at the House of Scrying channel on YouTube. And the third one is going to be the Way Home Tarot for the tarot portion of your reading. Cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Angels, spirits, guides, what messages do you have for Gemini? Okay, so you got Ouroboros, and the Great Serpent. You can see here all the gems for Gemini. All the gems that the Ouroboros, look at all those diamonds. The Ouroboros, the snake that eats itself, talks about cycles. Cycles upon cycles upon cycles. But it's almost like this progression, a progression of color, but also a progression of like value if we're looking at gemstones, right? This is almost like the diamonds are the next up on the meal. What a strange image. You talk about snakes. A lot of people have like such a great fear of snakes, which is understandable, right? Because they're just kind of slithery, and why don't they have legs? And like, what do? They just kind of snap at you, and they have venom and all this stuff, right? And they constrict. But if you think about the snake and what it means symbolically, they're always shedding their skin. Human beings do that too, just not in such a grand way. But snakes are always shedding their skins, right? They're kind of rejuvenating themselves. Every so often they have to shed a skin and rejuvenate themselves. It's almost like a kind of reinvention, Spirit is saying, but maybe you're going through a reinvention. I feel your spirit guides on the side of my head. They're kind of fluctuating frequencies inside of my ear right now. Sometimes people ask me what that sounds like, and it's like I don't know if TVs make this sound anymore, but back in the 80s, in the days of the dinosaurs when I was growing up, you had the television set, which kind of had this bulb or contraption on the inside, and when you turn the TV on, the TV would have to kind of come to life. It would have to, it's not like plasma where it's just like boop and we're on. Like the TV would have to warm up and like come to life, and the picture would kind of come out of, it would like fade in. And when the TV was on, there's like a sound that it would make, like the electronics within it would make this kind of sound of it kind of buzzing and coming to life. That's exactly what it sounds like in my ear when I hear spirit in that way. When I hear spirit on this side, it's like a very high-pitched bell ringing sound, but on this side, it just feels like the fluctuation in energy feels like a TV coming on. And that's how I know, because it's different. It doesn't sound like that to me all the time. So your spirit guides are here. That was a long-winded way of saying that. Kind of witnessing this transformation within you, and this, I feel like it's an up-leveling for sure, but it feels painful. Like we had to expand and contract in order to swallow like the bitter pill, which of course makes me think of Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette, which was my uncle's favorite. Not his favorite. I mean, was it his favorite? One of his favorite albums before he passed away. He is one of my spirit guides, so your spirit guides really want to connect to you at this time because they're connecting me with my spirit guide. Have you been talking to your spirit guides lately? Have you been asking them for guidance and help? There's a song from a long time ago, my childhood. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this a better place if you can. There's a part of you, though, I feel like, you know, all of this effort, and what do I have to show for it? Which is what you're feeling. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's true, that you have nothing to show for yourself, whatever that means to you. It's just what you might be feeling. Right before I started recording today, you know, I was doom scrolling as one does. And I saw this girl, which is like, poor you and your problems, but I mean, she made a point. She said that she makes anywhere from $500,000 to $700,000 every month. Now this ear is ringing. Thank you, Spirit. It's ringing quite loudly, and it's fading in. It's getting louder and louder and louder. She makes $500,000 to $700,000 every month, and then she was asking the world, at what point does too much money come into play? Like, you just have more than you need. She's like, I bought everything that I could want, and then it just starts to feel meaningless after that. Like, yes, it's nice to have money so that you can do things, you can pay bills, you can have things. But how much is too much? Most of us would love to have that problem, I would imagine. But if you are chasing some kind of something, you're chasing something, all this work and I have nothing to show for it, maybe it's time you reevaluated what it is that you see as worthy. That can change over time, of course. You know, like when we're young and we're chasing the dream and chasing the money and the status and whatever people chase. I never chased any of that stuff. It's very funny. When I was younger, I just wanted to like cruise and have a mediocre life. And now that I'm older, I'm kind of like, no, I'm meant for great things. And everybody can be meant for great things. Just because I'm saying I'm meant for great things doesn't mean you're not meant for great things. In fact, I think you are meant for great things. But when I was younger, I never chased any of that stuff. I would have had no idea of how to even go about chasing something like money or fame or whatever. But now it's like, I don't chase, I attract, right? It's like, I wanted to learn those lessons. It's like, don't chase, attract. And I think that maybe right now your worldview could be taking a bit of a, Spirit is singing at the car wash, like It's almost like you're going through this car wash of life and kind of shedding the skin, but also just a cleansing. Let's get a card from the Old Soul Oracle. Okay. 2 cards came out. Do I want 2 cards, Spirit? No. I want 1 card, please. I want it to be very clear for Gemini. 1 card, please, Spirit. So, for some reason, this also feels like at the car wash. Because it's almost like I see from top down, it's like this vehicle going in and then all of this water kind of spraying it, right? Making something clean. But it also reminds me of you, Gemini. This is like your body, your neck, and your head. And all of this blue energy here, all of the thoughts, all of the downloads, all of the thinking, all of the strategizing that Gemini does. And here's the receiver, almost like, you know, there's a reason why I was talking about the frequencies in my ear and what it sounds like and the television, and I couldn't figure out why, but now I know. You have that too. We all are receivers. We're channeling all the time from Spirit, from the field. Spirit wanted me to say from the field. And Spirit also wants me to say, you know, some people don't call it Spirit. Some people call it God. Some people call it the field. Some people call it the universe. Dark matter, plasma, whatever. I don't know what you call it. From the place, the ether, whatever you call it. I feel like this is your antenna right here on top of your head. Kind of bringing in zoop. Gemini would say, nope, these are my thoughts. These are my great ideas. But Spirit might have something to say about that. It's okay. You be you. These notches that I see here, that I interpret here, like a rib cage, feel like this. Notches here, don't they? That's referencing back to that expansion that you've had to do, especially with your heart chakra. You've been made to expand your heart chakra, and I don't know how you felt about that, but it expanded nonetheless. You feel more comfortable in the upper chakras, in the third eye even. It's not that you're not spiritual. It's not that you can't think about these incredible notions. But when it comes back to being in your body, in your heart, in your soul, in your gut, right? The seat of your first brain, your intuition, that doesn't come as naturally to you. Spirit's showing me that your default is this, and it is beautiful. It is literally magnificent up there. It's dynamic, it's fluid. It's bursting. It's bursting with ideas. You know, if we were to look at this as like a kind of chakra system, it's where all the diamonds are. Your ideas for you, Gemini, are where all the diamonds are. That thing in the middle, the receiver, almost looks like a diamond as well. The diamond shape. Things can get muddied though if we don't use we don't use the head and the heart in tandem, either way, things are going to be missed. And Spirit is asking you to be careful. Be careful. You need your head and your heart. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future, and at the end, a card of advice from Spirit. I just want to show you the very first card that came out is the High Priestess, right? The intuition, the flowing waters, the head and the heart. It's weird because Pisces is the most Gemini of the water signs. All right. I'm only taking uprights in this reading. Only uprights, unless my guides instruct me to do otherwise. Too many, Spirit. This is for Gemini. 2 more. Okay. In the past energy, the only oh, no, you have another major arcana. In the past energy, number 2 of the major arcana, Pisces energy with the High Priestess. We can see here the High Priestess is definitely representing the watery realms, the water realms representing the unconscious, the mystical. The High Priestess is like a character that sits at the veil between worlds. Third eye fully open, but she's mute. This is a divine feminine energy card. She's mute. She doesn't say anything, but she observes everything. She sees everything, says nothing. And it could appear like eyes are closed, but they're not. She's just using the biggest eye of all to perceive, and doing that in tandem with Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Your intuitive, like your spidey senses, your intuitive senses were in the past energy at an all-time high. There is something you knew beyond the shadow of a doubt, something you could not explain, something you could not rationalize. Maybe you tried to rationalize it, but you couldn't, but you knew it, you felt it. It's very, very powerful. The High Priestess is very powerful. And like I said, Pisces feels like the most Gemini of the water signs. And what does that mean? It's like Pisces is the sign that uses a lot of logic. They're very emotional, but they also use a lot of logic. I don't know if you know any Pisces, but the Pisces suns that I know that have it Pisces in their sun sign, very logical people, very smart, very, very analytical and strategic. Doesn't mean they don't feel a whole heap of emotions, but they know how to run businesses. They know how to strategize things. They're very, very cunning in that way. It is clarified by the 8 of Cups. This is like the taking out the trash card. 8 of Cups traditionally means walking away from what no longer serves you, serves your best and highest good. But I more see this, one, the octopus is one of the most intelligent creatures, right? We know this, science knows this, but I see this as the octopus like taking the trash out. It's almost like, I'm gonna give you back your BS. So in the past energy, you might have picked up on somebody in your vicinity that was it's not that they were trying to pull, it's not like trying to pull a fast one on you. That's not it. It's more about like just constantly trying to, it's like giving you the short end of the stick. And this is you kind of handing it right back to them. Like, you can keep all that. Can I have a clarifier for this past energy? One card, please. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Look at what came out. Another major arcana, the Emperor. Sorry, it's a little dark in my room. It's very cloudy today. The Emperor, number 4 of the major arcana. This is Aries and Scorpio energy. Divine masculine, power of all 4 kings. The most powerful divine masculine in the tarot. Like, no one's gonna mess with the Emperor. I'm sorry. This is your energy, Gemini, in the past. And look at your big brain. See, the big brain is still there. Your brain is not going away. You're just marrying that brain with the nature around you. Making it work for you. Representing the highest. The highest of what? I'm not sure. Spirit wanted me to say the highest. No one is going to mess with Emperor energy. They could try, but you gave it right back to them. Because you knew, like instinctively you knew. You knew what they were trying to do and it didn't work. But I think a part of you could have been wondering, like, why? Why don't you care about my surroundings? Like all this trash in the water. Like, why don't you care about my environment? Why don't you care about my surroundings? Why would you leave this garbage for me to clean up? That's fine. I'll clean it up. But there's going to be some kind of sanctity that will not be breached again. It's like you know better and then you're going to do better. This was in your past energy. In the present energy, very powerful. Like, energetic. So I'm just going to put a little bit more light. You got the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands, aces appear, all the aces from all the suits appear when Spirit wants to, like, give you a gift, like a gift from the universe, rather. And with the Ace of Wands, it's like a brand new beginning, but it's creative. It's that spark. It's the divine spark. It's the catalyst for something to take off. It feels like this burst within you that is inspired action. And it's clarified by the Eight of Wands. Another kind of spark, a big one, way bigger than this. So, 2 Wands cards, but you know, they feel very different because of the color palette. But the effect is very similar. It's like, nothing's gonna stop me. Like the Freddie Mercury singing, "Don't stop me now." Because I'm having a good time, He sings very fast. I don't know the rest of the words. But it's "Don't stop me now." It's like a lot is happening in your present energy. What is this referring to? What's happening in the present tense for Gemini? New beginnings, the Fool, see? And there's the feet right there. grounded. It feels nice. Thank you, Spirit. It's like you're taking that leap of faith. This feels oddly synchronous with the rainbow here and the rainbow here, and then like the weaving kind of snake-like. The Fool energy talks about having faith that things are going to work out, that you're going to land, like you're going to jump and Spirit's going to catch you, that you're ready to take the next step. And on that path, it feels glorious, it feels magical, full of color and vibrancy, where the world before felt a little black and white. And now you're introducing some color into it, simply by virtue of the fact that you're grabbing onto the gift that Spirit has given you, which is good. Grab onto the gift. We should be grabbing onto the gifts. You should be grabbing onto the gifts. In the future potential, though, it's very interesting. You have another major arcana, so that's so far you have 4 major arcana in this reading. Number 16, the Tower. Feels very foreboding in your future energy, but the Tower always comes when, you know, something is not built on a firm foundation. And Spirit knows that, and you know that, but you haven't really taken steps to release something or let something collapse. And it's always for your best and highest good. You can see here this imagery of wildfires, which there have been a lot of wildfires at the time that I am recording this. There are so many wildfires happening around the world. There's this sense that in your future potential, there's something that, and you're gonna, I feel like now you're going to know what it is. But there will be a period of rebuilding. Perhaps with you, someone else, in Spirit. 3 of Pentacles is collaboration and co-creation. Piece by piece, path by path, there is a period of rebuilding. And it's intricate, and it's beautiful, and it's collaborative. Can I get a clarifier for this Tower? What does this Tower have to do with? One card, please, for the Tower. For Gemini. For Gemini. 2 of Wands. This fork in the road that you've been on, where here Spirit's giving you that divine spark, and in the future it's almost like, did you misplace the spark? It's interesting because I asked for a clarifier. If we're looking at these just as images, right? These are 2 sticks being rubbed together. Did you try to rub 2 sticks together and then create a forest fire? I don't know what that means. Take it as it resonates. Did you rub 2 sticks together and end up creating a forest fire? Like, did something get out of hand? I'm gonna pull one more clarifier because I'm nosy and that's why we're here. Mother of Wands. Mother of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. Is this about divine feminine in your life that has been, I don't know, not on the up and up. This feels like very seductive energy. Gemini, I'm not sure I like that. But it is what it is. Take it as it resonates. The Mother of Wands is attractive, intelligent, gets things done. This could be your energy. Maybe it was Spirit saying flying too close to the sun as I'm running out of light. What is advice from Spirit? For Gemini, the advice from Spirit. Mother of Swords. This is the advice from Spirit. Not your card. I always attribute Gemini to King of Swords, but Mother of Swords. Somebody who is looking for the truth. Somebody who is no nonsense, cold, discerning. It's almost like things might have gotten a little too hot. And now Spirit is saying, gotta rein it back in and look at things that are honest and true above all else. Let me read from the book, The Great Serpent, Ouroboros. The Tail Eater, the Guardian, the Quantum Realm. The Ouroboros is the all-encompassing glyph of the alchemical process. The hungry snake bends itself around you in a gesture of protection and guardianship, giving you the space and safety to participate in the work. Anything and everything can be offered into its mouth for transformation. Good, bad, blasphemous, or precious, the materials of our life transmutate into gems along the great serpent's spine. Along with your woes, the Ouroboros engulfs every pair of opposites. What is masculine becomes feminine. What is sky becomes earth. What is past becomes future. When this card appears, you have entered the quantum realm. Everything is a possibility. No one knows the limits of the Ouroboros. Just when you fell into thinking that your life was straightening out, the snake takes you once again into its gaping mouth for an entirely new trajectory. Note that the great serpent eats itself, not others. The work starts and ends with the alchemist themselves. Through this remembrance, the alchemist learns to service the world. So it starts with you, Gemini. That's your reading, Gemini. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Gem.